Hi, this is Toep Duin of the Dutch death metal band Sinister, and you're listening to The Bloodshed with Vampire on Metal Messiah Radio International.
Hi, this is Michał Grall of the death metal band Sinister, and you're listening to The Bloodshed with the Vampire on Metal Messiah Radio International.
Toep and Michael, thank you very much for taking time out for this interview, and I want to welcome you both to the Metal Bloodshed with the Vampire on Metal Messiah Radio International.
Another again, Jacobo. It's always nice talking to you.
Okay, this is your home. Toep, it's incredible. Last time we met, that was around 3 years ago already, on February 26, 2017. Yes, just 2 days after the album was released, which was on February 24, 2017. And now we are 3+ weeks away from the new album. Toep, it's so great to have you back. You joined the band in 2011 after Edwin van der Eyden has left the band and has already recorded 4 full-length albums with the band. I'm talking about the End Carnage ending in 2012, the Post-Apocalyptic Servant in 2014, Dark Memories in 2015, and a Syncretism in 2017. How are things going with the band, and how does it feel to be part of a new recording with the band?
Well, after 9 years, I'm still feeling very comfortable with the band, of course. A lot of things changed. People come, people go. They have different reasons to join the band or to leave the band. I think now with Walter, again, a very solid lineup. Well, it was hard to record Deformation of the Holy Realm. It has also to do with some personal issues. I divorced, I got a new job, and I had a lot of private stuff going on. Yeah, not went wrong, but it was hard to get every piece together to make this album what it is now. And maybe therefore, well, it might be the most special album for me at this time, because this album is made with real blood, tears, sweat, and energy. And if you hear the result, I think, yeah, it turned out even better I could dream of. So, and after 9 years, 10 years, I'm still excited, and I cannot wait to hear the reactions and to play the new songs live. We have seen a lot of places. We did a lot of great festivals. So still, for me, it's playing in Sinister is like a boy's dream, and the dreams continues and continues.
That's very good. That flame is still burning.
Yeah, because after my divorce, the band just gave me the energy to go on, and I was really glad that I had this still playing in this band with my friends, and they got me through this period. So I'm feeling even stronger than before. So it's not only about playing music. Playing in the band is also about friendship and doing crazy stuff together, to go on every place in the world. It's more than only playing the drums.
Tonight I want to welcome Michal Gralak. It's a great honor, Michael, to have you here on the Bloodshed Metal Messiah Radio International. Michael, don't you mind to present yourself to your audience, please? Where was you born? And are you now busy with more other bands besides Sinister?
Well, I was born in Poland, and I still live in Poland, in the northern part of the Poland, right by the seaside. And I'm always busy with music since early years, but of course, Sinister is my main band right now, and it's the most important and the only one I will play live show. So I'm always busy composing something. Right now, since to the quarantine, we already composed new songs for even more upcoming Sinister album. So we're busy every day.
Okay.
My previous band, it was also quite big death metal band in Poland, Trauma. And I have my other project. One is death black metalish Manslaughter, and the other is the Black Disorder. And I also do ambient stuff in Dreams Abyss. So yeah, pretty busy all the time.
Okay, that's very good. Unfortunately, Sinister and Ricardo parted ways in 2018. Both parties had different opinions, and therefore it was very difficult, and they had to split up. It was decided with full respect of each other. The good part is that Sinister really quick came in contact with you, Michael, and right away, yes, you joined the band and played the first gig at Otero Brutal Fest. Ovidio is a town in northwest Spain. After just a few weeks of study and 2 rehearsals, yeah, what a killer job to fill in for Ricardo so quick and so fast, have to learn all these songs. How was this connection between you and the band? Have you moved to the Netherlands? And if not, how do you do now with this coronavirus, there's only shows now live. But how do you do when this happened, that the band goes on the road? How do you do? You meet the guys on the road, you go meet them in the Netherlands.
Okay, when we play shows, then we usually meet, for example, a day before a show, play a rehearsal and go together to a show, either by car or by plane. It depends on the show. And yeah, I'm still driving by car to Netherlands all the way from Poland for rehearsals. And yeah, everyone looks at me, but yeah, it's still fun. And probably when coronavirus ends, I will fly more often, but we don't know when it ends. So still waiting. And if it comes to my beginning in Sinister, then yeah, it was really fast, but we had a really good contact with guys and they send me tabs and videos and stuff. And I send them videos. We met on the rehearsal and just it started. So the first show in Oviedo, they were very supportive on stage. And I think we did really good on that one. It was a great adventure to start it like that so fast. But then all those weeks of my training, of my practice I was doing like mainly it so we can make the show. So yeah.
Toep, what about him? He still lives in Slovenia?
Yeah, he still lives in Slovenia with his wife and his kids. Yeah, his family is there. So also sometimes before the show, when we play, he will fly to the Netherlands. Sometimes he can do a rehearsal and then we'll sleep at my place, for example. But yeah, he's living in Slovenia.
All right. I haven't done that presentation, the both of our guests tonight. I like to go over and present the band itself to the new fans, the younger fans, and metalheads, and those who have never or haven't heard so much about this great band. Sinister started in 1989. Yes, a band arising in the middle of the death metal hype. Mike, André, Aad, and Ron were joining forces and Sinister Sound was born. After releasing a demo which sold about 1,500 copies, the promo tape followed. Sending out the promo to various labels result in signing up with Nuclear Blast Record. In 1991, since their first album Cross the Stick in 1992 to 2017, Syncretism, the band have released 13 studio albums with EPs, compilations, show, festival, and tours all over the world. With an outstanding career for a band that has been around so long and have given so much to the metal world, the metal community over 30 years, with all different lineup changes throughout the years, with unforgettable and outstanding musicians that has given their collaboration for this great achievement. Guys, Toep and Michal, yeah, the band is already, over 30 years. So last year was the 30 years anniversary since the band formation. What has been done in order to celebrate? Yeah, it's 3 decades.
I think we did a celebration with Dark Memorials a few years ago, but last year we didn't do a celebration. I think we were all focused on a new album. So I think that was the most important thing to do. So I think Dark Memorials was very good celebration for the band being existing for so long time. And I think that should be enough, right? As I told you, the new album was the most important thing for us. New songwriter. So Ghislain wrote and Michal, as we call him. So therefore, Bastian wrote the song. So there was, a lot of work to do. And we didn't know the final result, how it would be. So it was a very exciting time for us. And so all our energy and focus was on the new album.
Could you please present to the audience the current band lineup?
So it's Toep on drums, it's André on vocals, Ghislain on bass, Walter on guitar, and me on the other guitar.
Okay, thank you very much for presenting the current band lineup. In 2017, Sinister played at some great festivals as the Netherlands Death Fest, Inflamen, Steelfest, Rockstad, Metal Days, Obscene Extreme, and many others. In the meanwhile, Ghislain van der Stel was recruited on bass guitar to join the squad, touring South America with Pestilence, again the 70 Tons of Metal, and Maryland Death Fest were just a few highlights that follow. Toep, it was great to have a meet with the band in Slovenia at Metal Days, and what an awesome presentation. And all these after the band's 13th studio record, Syncretism, was released on February 24, 2017 via Massacre record. Looking back 3 years, on February 24, 2017, when this album was released. What are the band's thoughts about this release? Are you guys satisfied with what the band has accomplished with this album?
Well, I think listen to the reactions. This was the second best thing. Well, or maybe the best or whatever. But they compare it to like albums as crossed Styx and Diabolic and Summoning. So people are like, say, hey, this is, well, that might be one of the best Sinister albums. I'm really, really satisfied with that album. It's really dark and creepy, and I got so many good reactions. And I was very excited to work on a new album as like Sebastian leaves the band and we have another songwriters. But if I hear now the reactions for the new album, people even say, hey, this and Syncretism, this is the really new Sinister. Yeah, they compare it with old stuff, and I think that's the biggest compliment for us, I guess. I'm really satisfied with Syncretism, but with the new Deformation of the Holy Realm, I'm even maybe more satisfied. This is so very good album with very good song structures. And so, yeah, can't wait to hear some reactions or what people think about it.
Okay, but go back to the 2017 album. You guys are all satisfied with all the band could have done because of this album.
Yeah, I think the Syncretism is, I played on the last 4 albums. Syncretism, I think maybe for me personally, the best of the 3 or 4 albums I played on. People say the Carnage ending. I know a lot of people like the Carnage ending at the start of the new Sinister, but for me, Syncretism was next level stuff. Yeah.
Michal, you are endorsed by different brands, and to mention some, RME Audio USA, Tech 21, New York, G-Lab, Guitar Pro by Arobas Music. But lately, you, inclusive Walter and Ghislain, are endorsed by ESP guitars like Alex Skolnick of Testament, Charles Elliott of Abysmus Down, to say a couple of them. UK's bass guitar God educator Jamie Hunt, Chase Backer of Warbringer, the legendary guru of rock and metal guitar George Lynch, best known for his work with heavy metal bands Dokken and Post Dokken, solo band Lynch Mob, just to mention some that are using this brand of guitar. How does it feel to be part of this elite brand and to be part of this long list of musicians that are using ESP gears?
Well, of course it feels great because I actually got a new guitar from them and it sounds amazing. So I just want to play live on it and then compose new songs. And if it comes to the people that are using ESP, all the famous artists and all the icons of metal, I'm of course proud to be a part of the family of ESP guitars. Because of the coronavirus, I just can't use it properly at the moment. So waiting for first shows. The guitar is right here with me.
Okay. Wow. Beautiful.
So yeah, it's a pleasure to be a part of ESP family.
Okay. On May 29th, a long-running Netherlands-based death metal icon Sinister are back with their 14th studio album, Deformation of the Holy Realm, due out through Massacre record. This is the band's 7th consecutive studio album with this German label since The Silent Howling in 2008. Is there or was there a more contract been signed since 2008, or is this partnership based on a mutual trust and respect? And what are the extra bonuses received releasing this new album compared to the previous ones?
Yeah, we have always had a good relationship with Massacre Records. We're not sure what the future will bring. There is also interest from other labels, but the relation with Massacre and with Thomas and Anya, it's really good. They do a lot of stuff for us. They never complain. We can do our own thing. We can make our own artwork, our songs, and yeah, it's a really good cooperation.
7 consecutive album. I mean, it's not a joke. Between then, you guys signed more contracts.
Well, we signed some contracts like for 3 albums, some for 1, and now we are orientating because there's also interest from other labels. So I cannot say for next album what we're going to do, but that's not with our trust or relationship with Massacre because they did a great job for us. But sometimes you make choices. Sometimes someone can do different things and then you have to decide, okay, what do you want? You go left or right, or so it's allowed sometimes to change plans and to do other things to make the band, better, or you never know what the future brings. But again, Massacre was a really good label for us, and that's what I can tell you about this.
I don't know if you can answer this or this has to be answered by Aad, but compared to to Syncretism, did you get more from the label releasing this new album?
Well, I think Massacre is now part of a bigger company. So what I see is that we get more like interviews, more exposure, I suppose. So they're trying to do their best. Yeah, that's about it, right? I think.
Okay, the band released a lyric video for the first single, Apostle of the Week, on April 15. I mean, wow, what a punch in the face with this song. Great riffs, powerful drums beat, a march towards a Black and Death sound, I would say. I love the whole scenario looking at this video, including the graveyards, the grave statues, the old church, I guess it is, the paintings, the evil nun. Could you guys give us more details of this video?
Because of the corona times, we had to do a lyric video right now instead of a normal video clip. So we just posted our materials to Sebastian, who did this job, and he actually did it on one go. And the idea was so awesome that when he saw it, it was just, okay, this is perfect. Then all the graveyards and churches and stuff, it all fits the idea of the new album also. Maybe it's not reinventing the wheel, but it fits the dark sound that we have at the moment. And yeah, and then this video is like a blast. Like this song, it's brutal and dark and fast and also a little catchy. And also the chorus, the Apostles of the Week, and all the scenes that are in it are just Sinister is right at the moment.
I want to say what a great video, but first of all, I like to congratulate you. I mean, to have chosen Apostle of the Week as the album opener. What a way to introduce the new album with such a great song as this one.
Thank you, Jacobo. That's what we want to hear.
It was really hard for us to find the best starter, the first single, because we still listen to the album as a whole and we love each song of this one. But then we chose also Apostles to be our first live song. We already played it live, and so it was like obvious for us at the moment to do it our first single from the Deformation of the Holy Realm.
You guys did a good choice. Deformation of the Holy Realm, due out through Massacre Record on March 29, 2020. Could you please present us the album tracking list, please, guys?
Okay, we start with the intro, the Funeral March.
So yeah, the first song is Deformation of the Holy Realm, and then we go to Apostles of the Week that we already spoke of. The next one is The Unbounded Sacrilege, and this song is a little more groovy. When you hear it, then you'll know what I mean. It's still death metalish, of course, but different vibe. Then the next song is Unique Death Experience. This one I think we will also play live. And the next one is Scourged by Demons. Just let me check.
Scourged by Demons and Suffering from Immortal Death, Oasis of Pace, The Ominous Truth. About every song, I can say it's not like 300 BPM blasting with 5,000 riffs and 10,000 breaks. We are still Sinister, and we make songs with structure. You can recognize a song because of refrain or a middle part or an intro or whatever. I listen to so many bands today trying to go faster and make it more complex. And then in the end, you don't know if you're listening to number 3, 6 or 8. And I think our strength is to make real compositions, real death metal songs. So I think for every song counts the same. It's a song with a story, with an own identity, with an own sound, with an own refrain, recognizable song structures or guitar riffs or solos. So I think that's also the strong point of Sinister, and especially for this album.
Guys, I want to thank you very, very much for describing us the album tracking list. to talk about Mix and Master, which was done by Christian Kohlmans at Keller Studio in Seeheim, Germany. And the drums were done by my friend Michal van der Plicht, a Godditron drummer. Go back intimate since the 2006 album After Burner that was recorded at Stage 1 Studio in Germany. All other albums since then, since 2008 to 2017, was recorded with Jörg Uken at Sound Lodge Studio. After 6 albums with Jörg, yes, at Sound Lodge Studio, why have the band moved to Keller Studio with Christian Kohlmans? And how was the drum recording session gone with Michal van der Plicht?
I told you I was like in a strange situation, my private situation. For me, it was the most easy way to go to Michal van der Plicht because it's not far away from my home. And I know he's a very good guy and he helped me through this whole recording session because there was a lot of shit going on in my private life. So we managed to put all the drums on tape. With Aad, we were telling or in discussion, maybe it's cool to see if we can have like a different sound. We are really, really, really satisfied with what Jörg did for us. He's a really good guy and it's a very good studio, but sometimes the urge or the need to change and to try something different, a different sound. It's always also interesting. Sometimes you also take another artist for the artwork just to make it interesting for fans. Sometimes you have to do something new. Well, that's about it. And then Aad came up with Christian and I said, okay, well, why don't you call him or give him an email? And I think they settled it in like 5 minutes. So it's not because we're not satisfied about Jörg Uken, but sometimes you want to change things and try something different. That's about it.
And how was the band experience, with the work done with Christian?
Well, the funny thing is that Ghislain recorded all guitars at his place and Michał did the same. And I recorded drums with Michal. Aad did the vocals in Slovenia, also the keyboard parts, and all stuff was sent to Christian and I never met the guy, so I don't know. He put everything together and Ghislain told him about, okay, we like that sound and that sound. Okay. And so we never been actually to the studio with him.
Okay. What I mean that the final work done.
Yeah. This guy was so professional. He put everything together. And if you hear the results, it's beyond what I would expect. This is fucking amazing.
And it all happened really fast and we didn't have to wait for new versions of the song. So the cooperation was brilliant with Christian.
Yeah.
There's a great new album will be available as a CD digipack, a limited edition gatefold vinyl LP in different colors, as well as download stream. Cover artwork was created by Alexander Tarkus. Are there a special box set that will be available? And another question, in how many colors will be the vinyls available? How was the work on with Alexander Tarkus?
I don't know about how many colors the vinyl will be. I have no idea. And I think after 4 or 5 CDs, there is no like bonus CD. It has to do with time frames and the difficulties of our personal situations. And we were just not able to record more stuff to add video clips, also due to deadlines and coronavirus, not able to record video clips for like on a bonus CD. So yeah, that's a pity, but at least all attention goes out to these like 8 songs. So, and Alex did again very great artwork. This guy is amazing. If you see how much detail he did in the artwork, it's fucking unbelievable, amazing. It's very beautiful.
This is the same one who did the Syncretism one?
Yes, it's the same guy. He's a very recognizable style of painting.
Going to what the band has scheduled for live shows. I have different dates. I can mention some Chronicle Marcher open air, Flash Party open air, Stonehenge open air, Into the Grave open air, Alpha Music Club, Alternative Club, Barak Music Club, Sublime Terror Fest, B58, Hell Over, Ashfensburg. Not to talk about all these festivals and shows that have already been cancelled. I'm talking about those in March, April, and May. Recently, Wacken Open Air, Kaltenbach, Rock and Ring, Bang Your Heads was also added to this long list. Do you believe that these shows that I just mentioned that you guys have scheduled will go on? And if it not, when will these be rescheduled?
I think, to be honest, I'm not sure. A lot of shows are postponed. Also, like Chronicle Masters. For Into the Grave, Stonehenge, they are still not postponed or cancelled or whatever. But everyone reads the news every day and and so you can easily calculate or find out what will happen. So I'm not expecting these festivals. It's very hard to say, and I hope the best of it, but I'm so afraid that till the 1st of September, everything will be cancelled or postponed or whatever. So it's real shit, I hate it, man. I know the coronavirus is a serious thing, but I hope after the 1st of September that we can go on, and because I hate this.
Yeah, I end March, April was supposed to go to Holland and go to Norway for Inferno Festival. And yes, I couldn't go. Everything was canceled. I spent my vacation locked up.
The good thing is for most of the festivals and shows, we'll play all these shows like in 2021. So I think 2021 will be normally seen and will be so fucking amazing year because there's many shows and there will be more added, I guess. So 2020 will be shit, and I hope 2021 maybe not like as bad as this now, that we can do many shows. I hope this so much,
Okay, Sinister are back with their 14th studio album, Deformation of the Holy Ram, and present themselves more uncompromising than ever with balanced songs with brutal and sound and old school structures, as well as catchy riffs, hooks, bringing the band one step forward and leave nothing to be desired. When the band says the record cost us blood, sweat, and tears, but we are proud as hell of this brutal piece of art. Do you want to tell the fans that this is the best ever that they will receive from the band in 30 years?
It's always hard to tell. You have old school fans and they like Cross the Styx, and you can never satisfy them with no album ever. But this group of diehards is getting smaller and smaller, and the group supporting like the newer albums is growing and growing and growing. Yeah, I could say obviously this is the best album of Sinister, but I also grew up with Cross the Styx, so I understand this sentiment, and you cannot never tell if this is the best. Of course, I think this is the best, but I'm honest, and I also like the first album of Napalm Death. Even they might have made better albums, or it's personally. But I know, seeing the reactions, that the amount of fans is still growing. And the newer stuff we do, the people are joining Sinister again. And that's also a very big compliment of the band.
Okay, I think we're about to finish this great interview. And Toep and Michal, I want to thank you very much for having made this interview possible. Yes, I hope to meet you guys, I don't know when.
As soon as possible, man.
As soon as possible, yes. Michal, it was so great for me to visit Poland. Since I have you here, I want to say this. What a beautiful country and beautiful people. The time that we spent there, not much. We had a week there. I think it was 2017 when we came after Finland. We was in Tuska open air. We went to Gdansk. We stayed there a week before we went over to Czech Republic. I think it was for rock festival. I can't remember the name. Yes, what a great time experience we had in Poland, and beautiful ladies, by the way, and cheap vodka, by the way. That's the great of it.
Yeah, it's still pretty cheap. And like we spoke, great food as well, and cheap food. So yeah, when you're next time, just drop me a line so I'll show you some places worth visiting.
And great places. I went to a couple bars, nightclubs, really beautiful and great. The city itself, I'm talking about Gdansk. Yes, great metal bands that Poland have given to the world. A lot of great bands, Behemoth, Decapitated, and to mention some great bands all, and I'm very honored to get to meet you and to talk to you.
Yeah, thanks, man, and it's a pleasure to meet you too.
Okay, Toep and Michal, the microphone of Metal Messiah Radio is all yours to invite all your fans to support the band's earlier albums, and yes, buy this great new upcoming album, Deformation of the Holy Realm. Yes, and before I end this interview, for fans that anxiously waiting for this long-awaited new masterpiece, do you guys already have merchandises available? I'm talking about with the logo of this new album.
I think Massacre will probably have the shirts with the new artwork. I don't have it yet for like the gigs, but since we're not playing, I have the time to print them. So don't worry, we'll bring stuff with us when we go on the road again. I can recommend to visit the page of our record company, and there are many more companies selling merchandise and new merchandise and the CDs. Michał, maybe you can add something or tell something. I don't know.
We do plenty of the new t-shirt designs, and we have them all on all our concerts. So it's like at least a few new a year. So apart from the formation of the Holy Realm design, the cover, it's always something new from Sinister.
Okay, guys, the microphone of Madam Messiah Radio is all yours to thanks whoever you want to thanks.
I want to thank my bandmates and everyone who worked on this album, like Christian, Michal, Alex, and Dennis from Slovenia for the keyboard parts, and my mates, and Chris, friend of Ghislain, who helped with guitar recordings, and everyone, and just buy this fucking album and just join us and support the real death metal and Deformation of Holy Realm. It's just support Sinister. We're still there.
And we will play for all of you as soon as possible, because we have all the energy and want to play live as soon as fucking possible. So right now, just check out the Apostles of the Week song, and thanks for all your support.
Yeah, since there's Corona time, there's not allowed to go to concerts. There's a lot of time to listen to all great new releases from all new bands. I think whole 2020 you can use listening to all the great new stuff which is coming out. In 2021 we'll probably play on all these great festivals, and we will meet you guys. So
okay, before I leave, guys, since you're talking about this video, Apostle of the Week, I mean, just curious, I know this has just been released a couple weeks ago. Like for myself, I'm watching to this video every single day, and it's like the first time I see it. Will there be more video on the way?
Yeah, actually, we want to make a second video, but which song and how it looks, if it's like a lyric video or real video, we don't know how long the coronavirus will take us in jail, but we will bring us a second video, that's for sure.
Not sure for which song?
Not yet.
No, maybe we are sure, but no. it has to be a surprise, okay?
Yeah, not yet official.
I think it will be the intro.
Yeah, or the outro.
Okay, guys, I want you to say hello for the rest of the band members. For me, say hello to Aad, say hello to Walter, say hello to Ghislain.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi,
And
guys.
yes, I want to thank you very much, Toep. I want to thank you very much, Michael, for accepting this interview. Like I always say, metal on. Bye-bye.
Cheers, Jacobo. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thanks, man, and cheers, and talk to you soon. Cheers.